Chippy Mobile. It's almost a brand new Golf. And have a look at all of our gear in the back. Poor old Chippy, we're ruining his car.
Here, this is forward. So, all right, we'll go back to this one. No, that's one push.
Happy with that, Chippy?
I'll come around to your left.
A bit light on there, but I think I'm heavy on up the top. Just a little bit more. There you go. We're getting into it, Chippy. Yesterday we took down the Dodger, so she's looking awful bare there. And we're going to have to put the boom tent up because of the heat here. So that's what she looks like without a Dodger. Bit barren. Fast lines, but not what you want to see in a marina slip or marina pen.
No.
Look at the size of that sucker. And it actually goes all the way underneath and out there. Right, I've been fixing up these, which are our inspection ports for our water hatches, and unfortunately I broke one of the latches. I've just been rereading and it said to epoxy, but I'm actually going to go down to Sky and see and get a quote and see how much it will be to get him to weld that. So this is the fuel tank inspection port. So I've just taken that back, sanded it back, and I don't know whether you can see this, but inside here, this is all solid. It is not a very thin veneer. It's actually very solid all the way down to here. I don't know whether you can see that. I wish you could. It's an incredible piece of timber. It's veneered on the back, but just a very light veneer on the back. So I've taken all the paint that was on this, I've taken all the paint off, and it's now ready, and also taken the little hook lifty thing off so that we can sickens all this on the starting to do our floor, which is a big huge job. I'll show you what the water tank hatch looked like in a minute. So this is what the hatches look like, and the underside of the hatch look like this. So here goes. I'm going to take this back. Don't know how, but I'm going to try. Alright, now back in the workshop, which is not a workshop, it's a garage. And this is what I've come up with. The little bit of veneer was a bit thin, so it's actually taken off a little bit. Can't get into those troughs, and nor am I going to try. But the other side, there you go. Still a bit dark from the water damage. It's very hard to tell from the eye, but through the camera it's pretty easy to tell. Anyway, that's what they're going to be. So Louis is going to put 3 coats of Sickens on this. This is not an ad for Sickens. 3 coats of Sickens on this, and then we'll put it down and we'll see what it's going to look like. Yeah, I'll just show you a quick tip that Chippy taught us. So we had to Sickens both sides of this, but how do you do that when this side's wet and you need to put it down? Well, that's where these come into place. So we pop it down and it looks like that. So all it is a bit of the step that we had, the old reinforcing underneath the black hole of Calcutta, and he's just gone and driven a screw through, and that then allows me to put this stuff up, if I get it correctly. And so now there's only little tiny pinholes that are there, and it allows me to do the edges. So it's a very clever little trick. Let's go and see how the dinghy's lasted overnight. Oh, that's very good, Lou. Right, when we put the rig back in the boat in Almerimar, we had to leave that same day, I think. So we didn't get a chance to tighten the rig, or to tune the rig. And as you can probably see, these a little bit loose, but not too bad. But our lowers are really loose, and really, it shouldn't be like that at all. But one good thing is that the mast is definitely in straight. It's not leaning to port or starboard, which is a good thing. So I'm going to give these turnbuckles a bit of a tighten. Just take them down a couple, and then I can address the leak that's been coming through the base of the mast. So all this is full of Sikaflex, but it's obviously letting water through, particularly on this side. So unsure what to do there, to how to treat that Sika. Maybe I put more Sika in, or some other product maybe, unsure. Anyway, what a beautiful view, eh? On a flat river day.
This is the piece that will be veneering. It's our substrate. And then these are the two pieces of veneer. So the first thing I'm going to do is lay that there and cut them to length with a veneer saw.
Why wouldn't you use a Stanley knife or a utility knife?
On cross grain cuts like this, you can use a utility knife, but when you're utility knife, if you're cutting with the grain, has a tendency to get caught in the grain, and it'll follow the grain rather than where you want to cut.
Oh.
So we have some.
May I have a piece of veneer?
You may.
Paper thin.
1/45 of an inch.
1/45 of an inch apparently, and I have no idea what that metric equivalent is.
And now what we have, fairly good seam. All right, next is, this is the panel that's going to go between the mirror and the chain plate cover. Take this, leaving a bit of margin past my line. Flip this over. This line doesn't have to be real straight, so I can freehand. So spun that like that, and just to make sure we still have our pattern match.
It does. Chippy's gone and put masking tape on here so that when he sprays, the glue will get onto that and not on his sawhorse, and then not infect the next lot of product because we swap it over. How clever is that, Chippy?
That is clever. Paying particular attention to the edges.
We're doing this outside because we don't want to gum up everything inside.
And this spray adhesive is very flammable and somewhat explosive.
Let's test if it's ready yet.
All right, so the instructions say to take your knuckle and come down the piece, and if you pull up bits like that, it's not dry enough. So we need to wait a few minutes.
Okay.
Well, I clearly have no idea what I'm doing, but all we know is we can't keep washing our cream saloon covers. They have shrunk in the past, and now they're really, really hard to put in. I decided to send away for this product, non-toxic, non-inflammable, and it says, after a lot of stuff, it says if your fabric absorbs water, yes, this does. Done that test. It will work on most materials, and in fact I can't read anything that it hasn't worked on here, providing that's even velvet. You can put it on velvet and even that works. However, that's what it says. Now putting it to the test. So there's only had one grey, so I ordered it. And it said it was charcoal grey, so I knew it was going to be a bit on the dark side. Then they said on the instructions that the colour on the can is pretty close to the colour you're going to get. The colour on the can looks black, so obviously charcoal is now the new black. Now I'm about to see what I've done. Now this particular cushion that I'm going to spray it on first is in the nav station, so I can actually replace this if I decide we're not going to go ahead and I'm going to send the rest of the product back. I have to keep the can upright. So I don't know what I'm going to do with you, camera, while I do that. So I'll just put you here. That's the tallest I can. Maybe you can look up a little. There we go. Hi, camera. And upright I go. Oh my God, I really don't want to do this. Whoop. Don't go that way, the wind's blowing me. Actually, it's not as dark as I thought, I think. It said don't soak it. Do come back and do more coats. Well, it definitely doesn't smell yucky. You leave this for 3 days after it's done, and then it's permanent. Won't wash out. Anyway, it becomes permanent and dries soft. So we're not getting a... I just didn't even know this product existed. This is coming up way better. I know, I'll show you in a minute. It does smell like it. Okay. So I'll pick you up now that I'm a bit more confident. So it's coming out pretty good, and I actually don't mind if there's a white fleck through it. Perhaps prefer it. Yeah. Okay. I got a new delivery. Thanks, niece. Wonder what this delivery is. I thought it was going to be the vinyl. How do you think it's going? Now, they said don't soak it, so I think I'll leave it on that. Because I know it's not even yet. Oh, I'm so pleased it's not coming out the colour of the can. I think I'll leave it. Just around the edges a bit more. And see what this, oh, stop shaking it. See what this dries up like. That seems a lot whiter there, and I'm only wondering whether that's because I put too much on there. Because it wasn't that white before. So it might be wetter. I don't know whether that makes any sense. Someone out there might know. You can even do leather with this. Who would think? You know, let's change my cream couch. That would be really good. Change it to not so white cream. Oh, and I bet you there's some boaties out there that have got that beautiful cream lounge, which I envy you, but it's always not that practical, especially if you've got animals on board like we do. Not that boys are dirty dog at all. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Now, 3 days, I'll let you know. I'll continue doing the rest of them now. I'll wait till I find somewhere where I can put this one. I'll put it in the garage, I think. I'll make a table up there. And, oh, I wonder what those patches are. Oh, maybe it could be where I've had bleach in the past. Oh, turn you off now. Bye. Oh, boy helped a lot by sunning himself in the... Didn't you, boy? Don't you turn your head? You sunned yourself, didn't you, in the lovely 40-degree heat? You like to sit out there in the 40-degree heat, don't you? Well, you remember when I was outside there just spraying the cushion? I said that a delivery came. Well, Denise yelled out, a delivery came. Well, I came in and I said, oh, I did not order anything that big, Rig. It's not me. It really isn't me. No, nothing that big. And guess what? It's a new outboard. Ooh. To be unveiled at a later date. Bye.
Thank you all for being part of our journey. We love having you along. We love the interaction. Please keep that up. We really enjoy the comments. And we had a couple of new patrons join us this month, so thank you for joining us. Okay, so it's on for the lucky draw. Now I've put all the names into this thing that we used last time, and so I hit that one. Oh, what are we doing?
Oh, do the t-shirt?
T-shirt, right. So the t-shirt, we'll hit choose.
Someone will look dapper in this.
And it's David Cook.
David
Cook, well done, mate.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Yep, we've got 2 days to get this in the post, so I hope your address is there like I asked. If your address is there, it'll go quick. If not, can you hurry up and put your address there for us? Thank you.
Okay, and now...
Congratulations.
Choose names for the coffee mug.
Coffee mug.
And here we go. Choose. And the lucky winner is Ingrid.
Ingrid, congratulations.
Congratulations, Ingrid.
Okay.
So congratulations to David and Ingrid. Thank you.
Okay, so they're coming out to you. I'll get them in the post. It doesn't really end here. Well, next week, starting on the 2nd till the 7th, Thursday the 2nd till February the 7th, the Patreon merch shop will have a 10% off all products in it. And okay, actually anyone, not just patrons that have access to their shop as well, but any of the slogan t-shirts and the Patreon shop as well will have 10% off for between the 2nd and the 7th of this month.
Not February that you said before.
Of
September.
Remember, September, not February.
No.
Okay. I better go now.
I think she's having a bit of a rum and coke or gin and tonic in the mug.
I drank it before I got here.
You did not.
Thanks, guys. Congratulations again.
Thanks so much for being patrons. Thanks so much for joining us on our journey. We love it.
And remember, if your address is not in our system, I can't post these, so get them in there.
Okay. Until next time. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, let's say